do a voiceover for this part because I wasn't talking loud enough, and you just really couldn't make out what I was saying. But recap, I'm outside doing my tours around the building. I tend to do the outside first because I just feel like things can get done better that way. Plus, who wants to just, go outside at night alone for that long? So I'll really be trying to rush through this part specifically, especially since I have such a long part afterwards doing the building part, which you're going to see a couple of clips of that, and I'm going to explain more of like the building part later. Alright, now in this clip, I'm going to the elevator, heading upstairs all the way up to the 9th floor because it just makes more sense to start at the top of the building and walk all the way down instead of starting from the bottom and going up. It's just easier for me because going down is easier than going up. This is me showing an example of doing the tour. This is the app we use to get all the little scanner checkpoints, and we have to scan all of those things right there. We have to scan all those with the phone. There are 24 in the building, and I believe 7 for the parking garage. This is another example. I will say that this specific spot that I'm working at, that pool looks amazing, and I believe the water is heated because it was pretty warm in there, where everywhere else in the building was pretty cold, obviously because it's the summertime. But I do a checkpoint in here. There's actually 2 of them in here, one closer by the pool, and then there's another one by the fitness room that I'm going to show you in a few seconds. But basically, walk around the building, get those checkpoints done, and then we can take a short little rest. But we have to do these same checkpoints all throughout our shifts, so it's quite a bit of walking. Okay, this part I did another voiceover because the water was really loud. I wasn't talking loud enough. And also when I was drying off my hands, that was really loud too. So I had to do a voiceover for that part as well. But anyway, I basically said I'm going to do a parking lot tour, which I don't know for sure if I recorded that. I don't believe I did because I forgot and I was exhausted and I was just ready to go at that point. But right here I'm just doing more talking. I don't even remember what I was talking about at this point. But I was just talking about how my day was going, probably how tired I looked, just the whole 9-9. But this place I was working at was really nice, especially for the women's restroom. We had pads and tampons. I wish I would have showed that and been like, hey, look at this, stuff like that. But of course I didn't. So we're just going to fast forward through more of me talking about nonsense so you can see the rest of the video.
Around 5:15, let's meet out 10-15 minutes to do the parking lot. Then after that, I'll just wait in the lobby until it's time for me to go, and I'll just turn lights back on in the pool. And after that, I'm done.
Okay, turns out I didn't finish the video at all. I don't know what happened. Maybe I just forgot to record, maybe I just didn't add it in, or maybe it deleted, but I didn't finish, so don't know about that. But I got a Lunchable, some chips, and I think a drop a can of apple juice. Just something easy, not too heavy, because I still had to walk around and stuff. So I ate that, and after that I did 2 parking lot tours, and then when I got done both of those, it was like 5 a.m. so I was practically done, and recording never crossed my mind for some reason, so blame past me for not recording. But yeah, I was just over. I was just done. Working nights aren't for me, at least not to that extent. Usually, if I do work nights, it's only until like 3 a.m. and then I have the rest of the night to sleep. This time I worked from like 9 to like 6 a.m. So I was literally there all night until the very next morning. So I have a question. Leave it in the comments. Does it count as 2 separate days technically if you work overnight, or is it 1 day? Because I count it as 2 days because you're there 1 day and then you leave the next day. So how does that count as 1 day? 2 days, 1 shift. Well, no, it's actually 2 days, 2 shifts. Because I go in, for instance, you go in Friday night and you leave Saturday morning, and then you go in Saturday night and leave Sunday morning. That just seems like a lot of work because you're literally going in, you're literally working, you're literally leaving work 1 day and then coming back later the same day. So I don't know, that was a lot. But I'm in a different building, not the same because obviously the background is different, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm just closing out the video since I didn't remember. But leave me some ideas on what type of video you want to see, because I'm literally, like, I have ideas of what I want, but my pockets stay different. And I know you don't have to have money to do everything, but at the same time, quality content, you need some type of